let's start where we left off. So, for a quick recap, last time you guys fought in an arena with a bunch of kobolds with mysterious figures watching you, except for those who died, and realized that they were shifting between both living and dead. Before the everything was finished, you had noticed that the hooded figure had a skeletal hand, and then everything went white. And that's where we pick up. So, once your vision returns to you, you're in a room that is completely white. You're as if you're standing on just nothing but pure light. It's not blinding, but it's just pure white. And in the distance, you see what looks like a bar stand. A few seats and then the main table, and with some drinks lined up. You see a figure sitting at the bar with 6 other seats next to it.
I look around somewhat perplexed and begin to meander perplexed and cautious toward the bar.
Okay, do you want to do perception? Like, are you trying to identify anything, or just kind of like slowly creeping up to see what happens?
Perception, probably looking at everything as I get closer.
Alright.
I would also like to roll for perception, too.
Alright, roll for perception, both of you.
Alright, let me just roll this in the D&D night chat.
Yes, thank you.
And perception, let me look at my sheet.
I'm just hoping my voice lasts.
+1.
Alright, so that's...
15 and a 4.
Okay, so Jonny got a 15.
15.
Do you have any modifier, Jonny, or is it just straight 15?
No, it's just 0.
Okay. So, Dodo, as you approach, you do not notice anything. However, Jonny, as you look over there, you notice that there is a pair of white gloves behind the bar stool, seeming to grab drinks and start pouring out some and setting glasses down at the empty tables or seats. Sorry.
I would kind of like to back up a bit further if I can, just subtly, just kind of.
All right. To give you an idea of how far away it is, it's roughly about like 25 feet from your party. Dodo, it's about 20 because you're starting to approach.
Okay.
Can I just go sit down at one of the bar stools?
Yeah, you can.
Can I also go sit on one of the bar stools and try to order like any drink that's on there?
Is there a way I can ask to the hand?
So there's 6 seats next to the hooded figure. Which seat do you wish to go in? Do you want to go on the one far left, right next? Where are you guys sitting in here?
I'll sit one stool away from the hooded figure.
Okay.
You know.
What about you, Orpheus?
I'll risk it and sit next to him.
Okay, so in order we have the figure on the right, then Pestilence, and then Orpheus. Or, sorry, the other way around. Orpheus, then Pestilence, and then 3 other empty seats. With Jonny backing up slightly and Gulligan approaching slowly. So, you guys sit at the bar. The figure is just lifting up a drink as you notice that its hand is skeletal. So it pours the drink into the hood. The hands gesture to the drinks in front of you, and it looks like just simple glasses of mead. But they are made of glass.
It's not like we are going anywhere else. I'll take a drink.
Okay.
I'll begin to cautiously sit down and sniff the drink just a little bit.
Okay, roll for... what do I want to do for this one? I'm gonna say... Try to... Nature check, honestly.
Nature check? Alright, so nature +1.
Yeah, just throw that shit.
Ooh.
Okay, so are you approaching next to Pestilence, or are you, like, on the far end?
I'm Probably next to Pestilence.
Okay. So there's 2 remaining seats. Anyways, yeah,
Is there anything that occurs from this?
it smells like mead.
All right.
The,
I'll sit down and drink.
The gloves gesture to you like,
What are you doing? Just drink.
I'm a cautious thing. I did sit down and begin drinking.
Erevont, you notice that the gloves are gesturing you to come on over, as it's pointing to you behind everyone.
I throw up a suspicious glance and kind of. This is not the weirdest thing that has happened recently. I would still like to stay away, if you don't mind.
The hands gesture and beckon you again.
No, I am very afraid to ask. What might happen if I don't? I kind of cautiously start creeping up to the bar. Like, you can totally see, like, I'd be, like, almost, like, reluctantly pulled there. Like, I'm almost fighting back against myself.
Are you sitting next
You know-
to Gilligan, or are you on
I'm going the
far?
farthest away I can from literally everybody.
Okay, so how it's looking right now is the figure, then there's Orpheus, then we have Pestilence, Gulligan, blank seat. We're just
seat.
gonna put Sahire there, which is Aika's character, and then Erevont just sitting at the edge as the gloves go over to you, Erevont, and just kind of pat you on the head and slide the beer towards you.
This is really making me want to take the death route.
I feel like that was very insulting.
It was.
Good boy. Now drink.
Alright, as you guys are drinking, you finally hear. So, are you wondering why you're here?
It is not the only question I have.
I'm getting an idea why I am here.
No?
Well, wait, we aren't just a couple of friends having drinks?
We're just best pals.
Little bit more than that, my decapitated friend.
I'm still salty.
So, what say you, Gilligan? What do you think this is about?
We have been pulled from our lives before, haven't we?
Pulled from your lives. Pulled. Sorry, that was just funny.
The terminology that you use is very interesting. You make it seem like this isn't literally death itself, and we are in some sort of fucked up afterlife, forced to kill each other. Now you make it sound like it's just as wrong as a part that you accidentally took the wrong way now.
Is that what they call the trials up there now?
I don't know. I didn't know they were called the trials. That answers one of the questions.
To be fair, it is designed like a coliseum I saw once before.
Well, since he just referred to trials, that means we've won our first trial, and that means we're going to be getting ready for our next one.
I kind of disappointed look at the other three. Is there more trials? Please do not tell me we will be the same squad the entire time, please.
No more. You're with yourself, you medic. You won't be doing that again.
Okay,
We'll
very
be doing
good.
something different.
Because I do not trust any of them. Some for very different reasons.
All right. Do you want the short answer or the long answer while you're actually here?
I'd rather get short and straight to the point.
I like stories.
I begin to look slowly over at Orpheus again. Getting ahead of yourself, aren't we?
God, I hope I do not have to deal with these people too much longer. This
Can-
is going to end poorly.
Can you just use the long version, because I still don't know why we woke up in the dungeon.
Alright. Short end of it, or slightly longer end. You all died.
Oh, cool.
My character,
I'm not surprised.
my character just kind of shrugs, goes, "Hey, kind of expects this."
I agree with the gnome.
Anyways, you all did die. However, you have a chance to live again. I have a job. I don't care how you get it done, or what you do to do it, but it needs to get done. If you do, once the task is complete, you'll live. If not, well, you stay dead.
Mace, I know what the task is, because generally when people say stuff like this, to add slightly less urgency, but generally they are not made with the easy requests in mind.
Fair. So, your task is fairly simple. You're gonna save a god.
Would you like to define
Cool.
simple for me? Because I do not think we share the same definition.
Oh boy.
Alright. Your task is quite as is to find a location of one of the ancient gods and bring them back.
Wait, you said save. This is bringing them back? Is this necromancy?
Save, bring them back. Normally kind of go hand in hand because, well, not enough people believe in them. Well, I'm not asking you to form a cult if that's what you're thinking, but
I'd have enough of religious heretics, so that is appreciated.
yeah, no, we're not starting a cult. It's so you know the gods of New, right? The various deities that people are following nowadays. I've lost track of all of them. I'll eventually meet them, but not now. There are entities before that. You could call them gods. I just call them primordials, but names change.
Question.
Currently, only... Oh, yes.
Is there a reason why this one should remain? And why should we? What connection do you have with them?
Well, after all, I couldn't take them to the rest of the place.
I see.
It's kind of my job. After all, and the hood comes down finally off the figure and you see a skull. Everyone meets me eventually.
So this is a question not particularly relating to me. No, not at all. Would there be perhaps a way to bribe you if something were to happen? Like, this man obviously has some sways over you if you're willing to have him brought back. So that something happens. What empowers you to bring this specific one back? There are many. Probably.
Oh, I hope to
I'd
bring
like
the
to meet you.
others back, but first I want to be able to see if you could do one.
What guy are we
Others.
going to chase and get?
Well, to be quite frankly, there's a total of 7 primordials. Life, death, me. Fire, water, air. That's it.
The elementals.
I wouldn't go that far. Their range is kind of above and between. For example, water and air can interact with life, and fire and water can make earth in different ways.
As much as I would love to take you up on the offer to come back to life, seeing as how we are currently dead, and it makes sense that we are dead, we were killed yet again. If we were to kill those, would that not mean that life itself would end? That is a... I'll keep it to myself.
I'm gonna ask the gloves for another drink.
The gloves look to be like chuckling at Erevant's statement as it gives you a thumbs up and starts pouring you, refilling your beverage.
I have this medic as a teammate. I need to get slaughtered before I can actually deal with him.
You need to get sloshed before you can even think about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm already ready for the mission. I just can't deal with the medic.
So, what I'm having you bring back is Pyrus, the one of fire.
You see me just tap my chin a little bit, somewhat in thought, and my eyes peek at the name.
Is this going to be an easy retrieval, or are we having to fight them?
If you want the honest truth, I have no idea where they are.
So once something is gone, it's hard to find.
There's a reason why the reward is your lives. Or return of them.
I'm kind of just looking a little, like, anxious at the court. I kind of feel... Is gods? How are we supposed to kill the gods?
You're not killing, you're finding and bringing them back from whatever the hell they got into.
So we're supposed to find a god that we have no whereabouts about in the entire world.
Correct. Never said it'd be easy.
I'm very eyeing my glass right now, like, very tempted to drink it, but I am holding back because I still don't trust the liquid. Just kind of like a dead stare towards it.
Oh, for God's sake, over there, just drink the damn thing.
I throw back, like, whatever I have left in my drink and just plank it down. I let him finish his sentence afterwards, but I have a question for him. I'm gonna let you finish, as the character would likely follow up after that sentence.
The gloves, they can't do anything. They couldn't kill even if they wanted to, believe me. I've tried.
Okay, I'll follow up from here. The others.
Why do I feel like death is just a
Did they
very
make it?
depressed?
What was that, Gilligan?
The others. Did they make it? This is relating to my backstory somewhat.
Water, fire, and air. I have no idea where they are. I know where life is. And obviously you know where death is. Or at least part of it.
Drinking their problems away.
Out of character real quick. Did you mean, like, characters in your background is what you were referring to Draco? Did the characters in your background story make it? Is that what you were asking?
Yes, just
Okay.
out of character.
So, okay.
Sorry if I put you in a tougher spot.
Can you rephrase that as your character? I want to make sure I heard right before I answer. If that's all right.
What about
Absolutely.
the others?
The others I was with. Did I strive? Was I the only to fall?
I only had to pick up one person.
You see a soft, melancholic grin to my face. So, I could do one thing right at least. But they might not be in a better spot than I am. Hopefully they are.
I can't tell you that. I only meddle with them when they fall. But I will let you know, you are the only one I had to bring here.
I do not know if that's more of a relief or a worry.
I certainly do not hope I was the only one to come here. I am dead. I was. A few was also coming after me to come with me.
Are you talking about the complaints of people who want to talk to you personally?
Oh, that makes me very happy.
Well, I mean, if you don't do this job, well, you'll be, saying hi, to say the least.
Oh, what is they going to do? We're already dead. It is not an ideal place, I will show you.
Yeah, you're right. You're dead, which means there is no stopping.
I look at him just to see his reaction.
I just kind of scoff it off and go, yeah, it's dead. I killed him once. I could stop him again. I hope. And then it just sets in.
You just think about the sheer amount of numbers.
Just sees them across my face, just a, oh.
Oh dear.
He did not mean the ones that killed me.
The realization sets in when Erevont realizes I'm not referring to the ones that caused his death, the ones he's killed.
I think I got the gist, and it's just like, oh.
So, can I ask, where do we start?
I'll start you where I know you can at least figure a few things out. Because you do get at least some helping of the dead, so to speak.
Fucking hope so.
It's a good starting point. There's a waystone on the island.
What does this waystone do?
Alright, I forgot about your tale. Waystone works pretty simply like this. As long as you have a way to... You have some sort of a magical item that is attuned to it, you can both teleport from it and teleport back to it. The Waystone works as a way to always have a return point. You can use main waystones, the big ones that I'm talking about on the island, to go to other places, but if you have a small one, which normally you are given eventually, you could teleport to a specified waystone as kind of a always return, but not necessarily go to.
I see. Well, sounds like we got a bit of an adventure. So,
Well, yeah, the question is, what do you say? I'm not gonna force you. If you want to back down and walk away, I won't stop you.
When he says you will, do not worry. I will help. Don't worry. There is nothing more than I wish to help you.
I
What, stay dead?
Sorry, did I hop over a few people?
No, you're good.
I flick my glass and give just a very toothy grin. I'm in. I have some unfinished business that I would like a pain in the neck for someone I know.
You're free to do whatever you want so long as you get the job done.
But I
care
feel we
about
need to. But I feel we need to know each other. As so far, we've just tried to escape. I stand up at full height. I am Gilligan the Red, a doctor of the scale.
Oh, please, do not step over yourselves at once.
And I'm guessing others are more intrepid about just the situation.
You see the gloves just be like,
Well, this is the chance you've been waiting for. You can finally introduce yourself.
You,
Hmm.
the one that's always ahead of themselves. How about you?
I look up from my glass, confused on what was going on. Huh? What did you say? What's going on?
I just somewhat
this is who
just lean down,
brings
face
back
palm.
Iris.
Sir, Gilligan, was it? If we're going to be a team, I think you should stop referring to the fact that you decapitated the person helping you. I don't know about you, but I personally wish to not come back.
Yes, I understand.
You know my proficiency. That's all you need to know.
I just imagine you saying this in different voices too.
Bumblebee from Transformers.
Like you! Know my proficiencies. That's all you need to know!
True enough. Though personally, I'd like to get out of here. It seems almost entombing, but strange at a point.
Alright. You guys are gonna start on this island, and let me explain a few things. First off, as this happened, tendril-like energy comes from the ground, glowing almost an ethereal light blue, as it wraps around each of your left hands and kind of embed into your skin. No pain, just embedding in almost like a flame-like symbol starting at the top of your palm, going to about your elbow, a little bit past it, to like the midsection of your upper arm and your left arm.
Does that just like change the color of my feathers? Because I don't have visible skin on my arms.
It essentially the underside of your, like the under part of your feathers are glowing this color.
Oh, great. Better not be a shackle.
No. Damn it. God damn it, Quinn.
That gets a good chuckle out of my character.
All I just hear is faintly, ooh, shiny.
That gets a chuckle out of me, a good solid chuckle.
God damn it. Alright. Getting back into the voice and character.
In the voice of mine.
What I just did was essentially marked as so. When you see a person in front of you, if you point your arm to it and it starts to glow, that person is dead. Currently, you are both of the planes of living and dead. So you can kind of see both. And you can interact with both. To how and what extent, we'll find out. Even I can't control how much you can and cannot do.
Question.
Yeah,
Am I gonna have to hold my arm out just as a barometer? I'm gonna look like an idiot.
No, even just a simple, gesture towards them could cause something.
So, in theory, if I deck them straight in the face, it'll glow if they're dead.
In theory, yes.
All you gotta do is touch them.
What?
He really death himself. Just kind of had his jaw drop and go, huh? Like the sound effect.
Alright, SCP Witch Doctor. I know exactly what you were fucking referencing there. Holy shit. Okay, I didn't even hear half of it. I just recognized the voice from the recordings.
Mm-hmm.
All you gotta do is touch them.
It's Spanish.
¿Cómo estás?
Alright. So, do you want to begin?
Quick, guys, no, please. I was gonna ask you, what is, let's say, points of no return where we have failed in your eyes? Because I do not wish to read that, if at all possible.
Ah. Well, quite frankly, you have 10 years.
Oh.
And if you don't figure it out in 10 years, well, you're not going to be the only one joining me down here.
Okay, my friends, could we get our acts together, please? This is, now gotten very dangerous.
A decade. Maybe I'll get some grain in my scales.
Let us begin.
Alright. If you wouldn't mind helping me, as Death refers to the gloves. The gloves clap, and you see a green ethereal light appear, combined with the blue from another snap, and a portal opens up. Step through there, and you'll be on the island.
I will immediately walk through after downing the rest of my drink.
I will, I scurry after him and go, I will not be the last one here.
And I chase after him.
Alright. I'm assuming Aika follows them. I pause for a moment, pull out of my pack and flip a coin to the gloves. Thanks for the drink, stranger. And thanks for the ward.
I am absolutely broke, so I can't really pay.
And I walk through.
Okay, as you guys walk through, I want you all to make a perception check.
Alrighty. Are the dice gonna like me more tonight?
And it's just the D20, right?
Yep,
Probably
D20
not, but you
plus
know.
whatever your perception modifier is. Oh shit, we got blinded by the light, Donald.
Yeah.
Look at the sun, real sunlight.
It's exclamation mark roll, right? Or is it
Yeah,
Yeah,
period?
exclamation mark
exclamation
roll
mark roll.
space.
Alright.
Damn, no one's seeing anything.
I'm gonna roll for Sahire.
And it's perception, right?
It is perception.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take it as just my eyes being blinded by the light.
Oh wow.
I'm really curious if Sahire is going to be the only one that actually perceives this.
Alright, Draco. Roll.
I forgot. Aika's character has a +6 actually.
Bet you put in +5,
Yeah,
but
I
It
know,
would
it's
have been a
still-
9.
Okay. So, with that, let's see. Not Dodo. So, not Gilligan, not, and not Erevont. But, both the remaining people will hear very faintly. I'm only going to say this once, so if you don't hear it, that's it. You think they got this life? And you hear a feminine chuckle. As the portal closes.
The first thing I would like to do is make a panicked look around.
Okay, another perception check for me then.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just for that. It wasn't for the.
I got a 14.
It was for the lore.
Yeah, it was a lore roll. And it's still a
So you got
perception.
14.
It's just using your ears. Okay, so with a 14, what you see around you, Erevont, is a nice, soft, calm beach line that's slowly curved and surrounded by cliffside. Essentially, to give you a better description, is you guys are standing on a beach. It's at the edge of the water, and there's calm, peaceful waves blowing in. The island kind of crescents around it and spreads outward. And surrounding you guys is a sheer cliff face going around the entire island except for this little sandbar in it. And to the cliff face guy behind you from the water, if you're facing the water behind you, is what looks like a fairly still intact staircase that goes up to the top of the cliff.
I would immediately start sprinting up to the staircase just to get off the beach real quick.
What's with him?
I hope I find someone who is alive and sane.
It's too bright out here.
Good luck with that.
Fair enough.
Okay, you guys will also perceive this. This is just a general kind of thing to be seen.
Alright. I guess I'll start walking. Is there like a forest edge at all by the stairs or just sheer cliff?
You guys have too much of a sheer cliff to really see over it currently.
Okay. I begin just securing my items and then walking towards the cliff. Well, can't have him getting killed, I guess. You all coming along?
I slowly follow after him, kind of apprehensive after what he did to my person.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Wolf is silent.
Pestilence is just kind of standing there awkwardly.
I'm just waiting for what you guys see. I'm just not gonna fall off.
Alright, as Erevont steps onto the first steps, you hear as the boards start to warp a little bit under your step. Not snapping or breaking, but definitely slightly warping.
Would I hear this from my point of view?
Yes.
I also want you to remember that Erevont is 2 foot 5 inches, so that's not a good sign.
I'm not enthused by the sound of the steps for my 300-pound plus frame.
I'll get off the steps, but I won't go next to the cliff.
That's when you catch me if I fall.
Who you were referencing?
Whatever his name is, I don't know.
Erevont?
No, Wolf's character.
Pestilence.
Ma'am, I am 5 foot and 90 pounds. I don't know what the fuck you want from me.
I begin just out of preparation pulling my grappling hook just in case needed, like grappling hook attached to a rope, just very unsure if I'll need it.
How long will it take me to reach the top of the stairs?
It will take you about 15 minutes. The cliff face is fairly steep, a good,
Yeah.
I would say 200 to 250 feet up of just sheer cliff face.
I shout back, you all are very nice, and I will meet up with you eventually, I hope. But, I'm going to see if running can solve my issues real quick.
Just imagine like a SpongeBob waddle run.
Yeah, you guys hear the creaking and squeaking as Erevont runs up the staircases up the cliffside.
In just a comical speed.
The comical part being the as it gets quieter as the further he starts to ascend.
All right,
You should
I
all
think
be joining me.
I'll just
I'm going
whisper.
to need you to do an athletics check for me, Erevont.
$16.
You continue ascending the stairs at a fairly steady pace.
I'll whisper under my breath, God damn it. And then I'll follow up behind him. As fast
Smaller
as I
ones.
fucking can.
Smaller ones first.
I am small, and I am fast.
I mentioned to Orpheus, well, you don't want to be behind me. And you're lighter. So go ahead.
I also run up the stairs
Okay.
after them.
Both Orpheus and Pestilence, I need you guys to do an athletics check as well. Also following Orpheus. It's
deeper.
making a lot of noise. Okay, I don't want to do this every single time.
Athletics.
Just ditto it. Ditto sound.
Wait, since athletics part of strength, does that mean I can add
Quinn
the
got a
extra
nat
strength
20.
modifier I get?
Yeah, but because I'm negative in athletics, it technically doesn't count.
No,
Since I
it's a
get
nat 20 versus if it's a nat versus unnatural 20, so it is still
Yeah,
a
I
nat
agree.
20. It's just
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so Draco, since my gloves give me an extra +5 to a strength-related check, does that mean I add that to that?
Since this is mainly your legs, I'm going to say no.
All right.
I mean, you're going up the stairs just normally, so you're using your legs more than anything. So it doesn't look like it mattered anyway.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so Orpheus is going up these stairs like they're a parkour champion. Like this is nothing. They've been doing this all their life. While Pestilence is climbing up with pretty efficiently and catching up to Everett. Same with Orpheus, though you guys are keeping a slight distance from one another, not to step on the same plank.
And I guess I, just in order to keep up, have a moderate cautious jog.
Yeah, hold on a sec. I need to roll for Sahire.
Oh, right.
Uh,
Are they
One
running
step
up
onto
too?
the plank and it just breaks. And
yeah,
it
I'm
it's
also
like-
informing for future reference. If a person's not here, I'm playing your character, so
Oh no, you're gonna get a 3.
yeah, this is the gamble you have to take with me. You know my
Use
luck
your
with
own
rolls.
Use a
that
regular
like-
dice.
You know my luck with
Class or something?
What's their athletic?
I don't think she
0.
has an athletics.
It's 0.
Oh,
Does she just like take one step and she just breaks the plank? And then it just
I'm
like
not
makes
if it was a
game
crit
reaction.
fail, I would have done that, but Sahire trips about one segment of stairs up and kind of face plants for a second, then proceeds to get back up and continue. And
Oh.
Alright. So, Dodo, you are now climbing as well. I would like you to do an athletics check as well.
Alrighty. Let me just reference
By the
my
way,
board.
when Gilligan steps on, it's
Okay. Roll.
Wait, are like the stairs structurally sound, or is it pretty much just like stairs with no like?
they have support beams holding them up, but the entire structure is made out of wood.
Alright, I got a 19.
Okay, so you guys are ascending up the stairs. Now, I need once. Okay, Erevont reaches about halfway with Pestilence not too far behind. I will need both of you to do another athletics check.
Who?
Averance and
Jonny and Wolfie.
Jonny.
You don't have to due to you
Also, let
rolling
me
a
just
nat
go on just
20.
a sec.
Okay. No problem, though. I don't know. I was like, okay.
Oh no!
All right. Pestilence continues onward, but Erevont, you trip on the steps and fall forward, crashing into them. Due to the steps are built for a normal-sized humanoid figure instead of a gnome, sadly. So you do trip and kind of crash into them. You don't take damage, but you're kind of stunned for a brief moment as Pestilence nears you now.
So I'm just like catching my breath and stuff.
Yeah, you just...
Mm.
So I found this out, and I'm going to stick with it, is normally when you take damage, it's mainly with intent to kill, is normally when damage is taken.
Mm-hmm.
So, since this isn't something like, you're not like falling off a cliff or something, you're just tripping and falling. Sure, it hurts, you might be stunned or something, but you're not going to be like taking 5 points of damage for crashing into stairs.
Do I get that?
All I can imagine
Can I
is
use?
his head like bouncing off one of the steps.
Yeah, just kind of. I want to shout as loud as I can. This bullshit. This needs to be smaller stairs.
Can I use the gnome as a light stepping stool to continue?
I need...
Because he's stunned, so he's just gonna be in the way on the stairs.
I need you to
I need him to get out of the way.
I need you to do an acrobatics check on that one.
Fucking D20.
What did I miss?
Well,
our gnome friend kind of face planted into the wood, and Pestilence is trying to just legit use them as a stepping stool and go over.
and 12.
I need both you and Erevont to roll just a d20. This is straight luck. No,
Just straight luck.
No modifiers, no pluses or anything.
7.
Okay. Here's how this is gonna go.
Oh, he got a 6.
So
I use acrobatics. This
Pestilence
is no
goes
matter
to
of luck.
step on Erevont. And he does step on him, but his foot gets caught and trips with Erevont and face plants just further up. So how it looks is you have Pestilence laid out on the stairs, and about to the feet is where Erevont is, also face planted into the stairs.
You hear just a mighty guffaw of just me at the base of the stairs.
All Gulligan, since he's taking a slower pace to this, just hears a thump, followed by later thump.
I want to shout out yet again as loud as I can. There is room beside me!
I want to run up to Sir Gnome and actually help him up, and then try to step over Pestilence.
All right, you're gonna have to roll dexterity.
Dexterity. Okay.
I swear to God, it's just gonna be a fucking domino effect.
Specifically acrobatics.
Wait. No, you confused me now.
Sorry.
Acrobatics should just be at the top of your skill sheet.
My brain.
Why do they get to use an acrobatics check?
You did an acrobatics check too.
I did an athletics check.
No, you did an acrobatics check.
Said acrobatics. Did you
I
not?
heard athletics.
Oh my god.
So I just roll for acrobatics then, huh?
Correct. Roll for acrobatics and whatever modifier you have for it. And as for you, Wolfie, you had
10.
your chance and you blew it.
I heard athletics.
So Quinn got a 10.
Alright, Quinn, Orpheus goes to try and step on Pestilence, but just misses them and walks past.
No, I wanted to step over.
Over. Okay, you
Yeah.
just managed to mostly step over with a little bit of a stumble.
And she managed to get Everon up.
Onward, yeah, Erevont did get up. So you're just assessing him stand up. You're not like trying to chuck him, so I wasn't gonna do a strength check for that.
As I get up, I'm like, you know what? I'm starting to think you are more than bird than brain. And then I try to go past him.
Okay, you will also have to do an acrobatics check.
This is like a weird series of unfortunate events.
Well, it's because
my intelligence is 8, right?
It's a
with a
rocket.
-1.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, so you're trying to walk around. I need you to roll for luck here. Just a straight roll.
Oh, jeez. Orpheus, I hope you're ready to reach out to help.
17.
Okay, as you start walking around, you lean back and you end up tripping a little bit and hitting the railing as you hear.
This has got to
As
be
it
the
bends
worst
slightly
staircase.
back forward, but you do start hearing a little bit of a. So, I would heavily advise you moving forward fairly quickly.
Yeah, that's what I planned. It's like, whoever made this staircase needs to get killed.
I like how none of you guys did a perception check on the staircase. Just started climbing it too.
Well, he was already running up it.
Yeah, in my defense, my
It's
character.
not really like we have any other way to get
Yeah,
out.
Fair
no.
enough,
I
fair
just
enough.
wanted to find somebody else other than the crazy people I've been with for like the last bit. And it was the only like man-made structure nearby.
I am chaotic neutral with an intelligence of 8. What do you expect of me?
Okay, I'm gonna also roll for. It was.
I probably would have passed if I actually heard acrobatics.
Maybe, but I think it's funnier that you tried to step over me and
I
get
fucked
fucked for
up.
it.
1, no, 20.
One dude. 20.
Do 20. You did this exact
No,
same. Oh no, you did. Never mind. It's a 3. I kind of. You're rolling a lot of 3s, I gotta say.
Wait, no, this has not have been. This bot must hate us, dude.
definitely me. This is also why when I do extra rolls for like stuff for you guys, I do it on here.
Oh,
Okay, so the luck roll was just an at 20, so here just follows you guys and doesn't have a struggle.
Stumbles a bit, catches himself.
Yeah, at this point, Pestilence has managed to pick themselves up. That was their goal, to pick themselves up and continue.
and I'm thinking I'm just at the back. Do I have to make a roll now?
Yes. You guys are about like at the halfway point when this happens.
I will be using the gnome as a stepping stool continuously.
Is
may
this
fail
athletics
continuously,
or?
This is your athletics again, correct?
Okay,
The reason they had to do acrobatics is because of trying to step around or over each other
17.
or on. You are fine. You continue up, and eventually, the first one to reach the top is Erevont, with Orpheus as well. Pestilence a little bit behind, with Sahire and Gulligan being the last ones to arrive. I'm sorry about my like misting system going off right now. It's probably fairly loud.
No, I can't hear it.
Okay.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Never mind then. The only
Don't
one
Yeah.
who heard is
worry.
apparently
There you
Wolfie.
go. God.
Sorry. Okay.
It's okay. I used to play with someone that you could like continuously hear like every single movement, all the way down to the Mexican music and the vacuum in the background.
Okay.
I essentially, once we get to the top of the stairs, I just give a little shake and a kick at the very top stair because it made me very uncomfortable just how soddy these stairs were.
How much are you kicking them?
Just a light kick.
Is everybody at the top?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I was
one
at the
to
last
get
one.
While everyone's at the top, I'm just like catching my breath. Like, I hate those stairs.
Aw, they aren't that bad.
You want me to give him a hell of a kick?
Kick it as hard as you can.
As much as I hate the stairs, Zia is the only man-made structure we have seen so far. I don't know if that would be the greatest idea to break them.
What, do you think I'm gonna break the whole thing if I kick it full force?
No, definitely not. Kick it.
I kind of just continue walking forward.
Are you actually kicking it?
I'll give it a medium kick, how about that? Just not full
Roll-
force.
Roll strength. Just strength.
Is this not athletics or any
Nope,
other
It's a
modifier?
D20 plus strength modifier.
You are Spartan kicking this bitch with your strength modifier.
Oh, so +7.
Oh,
Yes. Don't worry, if it was me, I'd be rolling with a +8.
So 11.
Okay. So the post you go to kick in at the top literally splits in two, and your leg is now caught in it.
Oh no.
I need you to do a Constitution check
Oh, sweet jumping, Joseph.
or a saving throw.
Con-
Sorry.
Save just regular saving throw?
Yep, Constitution.
Okay.
D20 plus Constitution.
Unless it's one of your I forget fighters bonus ones are.
+5, so 13.
So, luckily, it didn't sink into you. However, your leg is now stuck. You are now stuck.
I want you.
These are the stairs from hell.
can I run over to try to help him get his leg out of the thing?
Yes, that will have to be a medicine and a strength.
What? Can I just yank my leg free? Because I'm super strong.
I mean,
You can always.
you can, but think about it. You split the wood this way. If you pull it that way,
You could always like cut it.
So you said which one? Medicine and...
medicine and strength. If you help pull
Right.
out Gulligan's leg.
So,
Both.
how would I do that then?
Roll 2 D20s.
Yeah.
One for strength and one for medicine.
Okay, so let me just...
Yeah, your skill, medicine, and then just your stat strength.
Medicine
doing
is
the
right
medicine-
next to investigation and nature.
So do I roll twice, or do I just
You
roll once?
You roll twice, one with medicine and then one with strength. Or I will give you the option of dexterity as well.
What's the first one?
That was medicine, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, 9 for medicine.
So roll your. You could do either strength or dexterity, just your stat. Whatever one is higher for you. Either one will.
I'm gonna do dexterity.
Okay.
An 11. Wait, your dexterity is higher than strength?
Gilligan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Okay.
gonna need you to do one more Constitution saving throw.
Oh, sweet jumping, Joseph. Then,
10.
You have 2 splinters in your leg.
Like regular, regular splinters, or like decently sized?
ones. They're about like, I'd say about a half an inch in width and about like 2 inches in length. Only slightly stabbing into you.
alright.
Maybe that'll teach you not to kick things.
This is why I told you not to do it.
We heard you the first time. I begin
I will
using
make
my...
myself very clear.
I can roll medicine and help, I guess,
That
but
works.
I'm not.
But I'm not. I could do this, but I'm not.
I have a +4 in medicine. That's the funny thing.
You wanna... Actually, I'll just probably do it my own.
Okay.
Thanks. And just start picking them out.
Medicine, please.
Alright.
Do not kill yourselves before we have a chance to get me back to life. You are important to that.
You know, if I didn't have the
14.
alcohol in me, I might have just
you
kicked
you
down
pull
the
out the
stairs.
splinters, and as you pull them out, you notice that the wood is covered in moss and mold.
Another constitution roll.
No. And now slightly covered in blood, but the wood looks like you could just pinch it and it would just crumble away in your hand.
Can I do a perception check on the stairs now that we crossed it?
Yes, you can do a perception check on the stairs.
At this point, I'll just walk forward. Actually, jog to keep up with the front of the party.
Which is me. Everyone else stopped to witness you.
It's a 22.
Okay. So the staircase is very old and rickety. However, you notice something. You notice that slowly but surely the kicked-in staircase is slowly bending back into place at a very slow rate, but you notice the wood's starting to reattach. Or it's split, or even the splinters that were pulled out by Gilligan slowly inching towards the post that was broken.
Well, that's not strange at all.
I'm pretty
Magic
sure that's
stairs.
really hard magic to do, so I'm just gonna leave it to let's continue.
Just ignore that. Let's move on.
Anyways,
If I can't do it,
well,
then
I
I
mean,
don't
the
care.
only one who investigated was Pestilence, so no one else noticed. Only you guys are gonna return back to the stairs. Only Pestilence will know what happened. You're just like, how the fuck is it fixed?
We'll see when we have to do that again.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys proceed inward, and at the top, can I get a perception check from everyone, please? So you can.
No,
Okay.
oh my fucking god.
That one. 23!
What is this, like,
Perception.
perception? Oh,
Fuck.
+1.
Oh, Johnny just rolled.
15.
Okay, so I will describe what everyone sees in order and I will say when people stop seeing what I'm describing. So I'll describe the whole thing, and then I'll say who cuts off when. In terms of.
So I clearly saw nothing.
In your
You had a seagull fly in your face.
in Erevant's rant about how Gilligan just got stuck into the planks, you just are still stuck in your rant, not really noticing what's going on
Yeah.
around you.
Just still going out about, you are being such an idiot. That staircase barely held us up, and now you are going to kick it?
Pretty much. So as you're doing that,
Mhm.
the rest of the party does notice that you're in a open field for the most part with a path going through. And to the right of the path seems like a very dense forest past the field. And it's the same on the left side. And in the distance, you see some structures. Now this is where Orpheus no longer sees anything. In the distance, the structures look like some weird buildings. Some of them look like houses, and you see one large building with some sort of glass dome connected to it. However, the most concerning part is the field itself. The field looks like a graveyard. There's a few overgrown remains of certain structures. It looks like cannons that are completely destroyed and overgrown, buried in the earth. And even this is only towards Pestilence, a hand sticking out what's near what seems to be some sort of machination. You can't make out what it is from here.
So I could see the sort of graveyard, but
Yeah, it looks like some sort of battlefield, or what once was a battlefield, now a graveyard.
and there's a forest to our left.
There's a forest to your left and to your right, past the fields.
We have to fight mechanized undead.
You reckon?
I despise undead. That's what I'm saying. I just despise undead to the point that someone has thrown like 50 undead that just like, oh, you're now surrounded. Have fun.
Okay. So we just, I guess, walk forward still past the field.
Okay, so you guys choose to go through the field? Alright. So.
Is there a way around it?
I'll go through the
yeah.
walkway that's like in the middle.
Yeah,
or
there's
whatever.
the walkway going through it, but there are, like, you'll have to go at least somewhat through the field anyways. If you go to the forest, you'll have to go along the edge of it, but you'll have to
okay.
go through the field at least somewhat.
I will go towards the big building.
Okay. Does everyone follow?
But yeah, because like you said, I'm still on my rant, so
You're
I'm
just
just kind of going
walking
with the flow.
forward with your rant, kind of just like staring at the path. That's
You're
all.
just
That's
kinda-
actually all you see is just the path at your feet as you're just kind of stomping along in a rant.
Yeah.
This is going to be the worst possible thing. You people know no common sense. This is going to be difficult. I am a doctor, not a fighter, and I am stuck with you. We must make this through. It's essentially stuff like that. Just like muttering to myself to try to make myself fucking.
Alrighty.
Alright.
I walk with them, and once we... Oh, am I a little too ahead of myself if
No,
I
no, no.
start saying my plans when we get into the forest? If that's
you
not
guys
going to be
into
struck.
the forest?
Like,
You're
the path
heading-
goes...
No, the path goes straight to the buildings.
Okay.
And to the right and left of said path are... Well, they're... Further along, there are some paths going out to the forest. But the just straight one you guys are on right now is going straight to the structures.
And there's no forest around it at any point.
There is no forest around the structures, no. The structures are built in kind of like a clearing.
If I see any fronds, I'll start picking them up and sort of twining them.
Nature check.
Okay. Nature. 7.
7. Okay. You do not see any fronds. However, can I get a perception check for me, please?
Sure.
I'm going to say you're slightly behind a majority of the party since you're the only one kind of like looking around for stuff as you go.
11.
As you're investigating the sides of the path as you're crossing, you just hear kind of in the distance just a
peeks my head, and I just begin to look around just a little bit. Like, what the heck was that? I'm not going to look too hard as I keep walking forward, but it piques my interest.
Your arm does for a brief moment after the your arm glows for a brief moment after you hear it.
I just sort of look down.
Very, very faint. Like, just if you would miss it if you didn't look in like a second or like two.
Does my character notice it?
Your character does notice for a brief moment a slight glow in your arm.
At this point, I decide to move closer to the party, just at a good deal, and possibly warn them of, we've got something weird around here.
Are you saying that
guys?
to the party? Okay.
No, once I get up there, I'll say this. Y'all, we have some undead around. I don't know if it's close, but we have some around.
Can I investigate the area, just like a small area after he said so?
Yeah, sure. Give me an investigation check.
I would also like to investigate around too. After he, like, as soon as he said undead, I'm like, I just kind of stop mid my sentence and just start looking around.
How far away is the hand that is mechanized?
The hand isn't mechanized. The hand is next to something mechanized.
How far away is that?
Yeah, from you guys.
I got an 11.
Currently, it's a good, like, 30 feet out.
Like 30 feet out into the field?
Out away from the path, yes. Into the field on the right side.
I'll go check that out.
Okay.
Can I go with him? Since I couldn't find anything
you
around.
Guys,
like,
yeah, as I was saying, you guys look around. You don't find anything, but you will notice that Orpheus, you notice that Pestilence is heading towards something. You're not sure what.
I noticed this too, I assume, because I
you
rolled
can notice that as well. And since Gilligan is behind, well, everyone, since they were the first in the
just a little closer. Just a little closer now.
Yeah, you move closer now, but you're still the back of the pack.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of thing. Okay. So, Pestilence, you start approaching what looks to be a some sort of the sticking out hand in a next to some sort of mechanical structure. As you approach, can I get a? Are you investigate like where you're just kind of like examining what's going on here?
I want to investigate the structure first.
Okay, give me an investigation check then.
And Quinn, do you want to do anything while he's rolling this?
Yeah, you guys do. Once you're nearing it for when Pestilence is investigating, you guys do start noticing that this looks to be some sort of. You see the severed hand sticking out and a mechanical something next to it.
I'm not very intelligent, but I am smart with wisdom.
You understand what's going on, but not why it works.
No, I know how it works. I just don't know what it does.
Now, you know how to use the chair. You don't know how the chair is made.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Anyways, so do you guys want to investigate it as well, or are we just going with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to investigate it as well.
Investigation then.
Yeah.
So, like I said, at this point, you guys do notice that it is a severed skeletal hand sticking out of the ground at this point in a half-sunken mechanical structure of some sort. Next.
I'll stick with the rest of the party that's still on the road. Even if they're causing a bit of a fall.
That would be
31.
No one. Sahire decide to follow.
I'm looking like behind us at this point, towards like where Gilligan was, because he said something that was dangerous, and I'm very curious about that.
So it seems like while Pestilence was investigating that.
As Orpheus investigates, you want to know what Orpheus thinks they've just found?
Mm.
A nice rock.
Yes!
To a hand.
I rolled a
Like a
15 for
5
looking
rock.
for shit
Okay.
behind us.
Behind, so not the structure, but
Yeah,
like
because remember Gilligan said something about undead and danger, so I'm being like super high alert right now.
Like to, for a brief moment, remind the party that the arm glows near dead,
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily undead.
I might have more poorly phrased that, or my character's understanding of it is.
That's fine, but I'm just saying for the record, it was dead,
Wait.
not undead.
So would it, or all of our arms be glowing at this point since we're in a field of dead?
That would be right if that was exactly what happens. You'll figure it out, trust me. Currently, your arms
Why
are
are you
not
shushing
glowing.
me? I don't know what to do with this.
Your arms are... I know, the investigation fucked you. So, you look behind you, you're like investigating the area, kind of looking around, scoping it out.
Any dangers, I guess.
You don't see anything.
Okay.
You're confused because you know Gilligan heard, or at least warned you of something. You just... Nothing's around. It's just a field full of what looks like to be a battlefield. You finally realize, it dawns on you that you're not just walking through a field with a path going to something. You're in what looks to be like an ancient battlefield that's war-torn and half buried.
Can I keep the rock that I found?
As Orpheus gestures to the large, half-sunken mechanical structure.
This is gonna be good.
So, how does the mechanical structure work? Or what does it do?
I don't know. You both failed investigation checks horribly, and the only one who succeeded wasn't even focusing on that.
Yeah, no.
Damn it.
I would like to turn around and say to... I think this was some sort of battlefield of some sort, which is not a great sign. That means lingering attachments are around. Which means the creepy crawlies might come out, which is not ideal. Can we move along?
As you do this, you do notice more about the severed hand sticking out and the again the mechanical structure behind them, as you notice Orpheus gesturing happily and trying to keep what looks like a mechanical object. As I said, it's a rock.
Do you want me to roll for investigation to check that out?
Sure.
It's a very shiny rock.
Gilligan,
Watch him be like a nat 20.
Gilligan, you're the only one at the path right now. Sahire did follow them.
Oh, I guess I
Wasn't
was
he
just...
following the party just in the back?
Yeah.
What
I
the
was-
fuck is up with this rolls? I swear it's got to be rigged to be like way lower than it should be.
Just out of curiosity, roll again. I'm curious to see what happens. Just
I was just following the majority of the group. So if everyone else started going to the field, I'd likely follow.
He got a 17 this time. Bad luck, I guess.
Gilligan, you are with them. We'll just say that because you were sticking with the party, or at least the stragglers.
Mhm.
Okay. So, for all intents and purposes, I know this is kind of cheesing it, but we're going to say that's Sahire's, and they're going to describe to you what they saw.
Oh, okay.
Because this is actually kind of somewhat
Getting
important.
a little.
It helps. Anyways, so investigation. As they investigate the structure, you notice that the hand has some sort of necklace in it with a glowing quartz-like crystal attached to it in the hand. And the mechanical structure looks kind of like some sort of humanoid-looking structure. The hand itself looks kind of about dwarf length. So it's fairly short, sticking out of the ground, but it is a full forelimb sticking out. The mechanical structure looks like some sort of like humanoid kind of looking head that's very large and dome shaped, with like a pair of eyes, and one of its arms sticking out with tubing of various levels of rust sticking out of its back, covered in dirt and grass and a little bit of moss.
Can I dig it out?
Can you dig out the mechanical structure?
So who notices the necklace?
Sahire
this
also
was-
informs
I
you
got-
guys of it.
I think the necklace might be important, but I'm not willing to make a
Gotcha.
move towards
Oh.
it.
My biggest guess for the necklace is probably it's a waist down.
The okay, everybody, this necklace seems like it might be a trap. However, I am being gracious and will check it out for you. Don't worry. It's just
You want
like
me
it's like
to
a sly
check it
grin on my face that I can't hold back. Like, don't worry, I will check it out for you. I will be the self-sacrificing one and go and grab that horrible trap. All in
Or
favor say
I
aye.
will be using
Aye.
sleight of hand on that for the next.
While he's doing his speech. Okay, roll for sleight of hand. You can roll perception if you wish to, Everett, at disadvantage. Because you're doing your oh so grandiose of speech.
19.
No, wait, I forgot to add the bonuses. I guess the bonuses don't work.
7. It's a
So
7.
perception, right?
Yes, perception, so it's whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah, I just got a 7.
Okay. So, in your speech, you don't notice as Pestilence kind of shuffles a little bit and grabs the necklace, but when he does, his arm, instead of glowing blue like it has been, glows white. And this is what Pestilence sees. So, it suddenly takes you back.
Oh, I'm seeing like previous
You
memories
are-
of the war.
You look to be like some sort of third-person perspective, and you see a giant army on the battlefield fighting what looks to be some sort of like guild of adventurers of some sort. You see various races and classes fighting against these armored assailants. You have no idea who these guys are or anything as you're fighting, and you just hear and you see in the chest of what was the sunken structure, which you now know is some sort of humanoid mechanical structure being operated by a dwarf in the hand canister as it opens up, and a goblin in the chest region with goggles on and everything. And you hear the dwarf go, "Alrighty, boomstick, let's blast these bastards to kingdom come!" As the goblin in the center just goes, as the arms legit extend out and punch into a group of the guards. And the fighting continues on for a little bit until you see in the distance a cannon get lit towards the mech that's not really noticing it. And then as there's now a hole blown up where the goblin once was.
A conveniently goblin-sized hole.
A slightly larger than conveniently sized goblin hole in the mech's chest. But the chest, look, instead of it just like blowing a hole, it looks like metal bent upward and down, like away from the impact. So you see the head open up for a second.
I got Aika in.
Hi, Aika. Welcome to D&D. You've missed a lot.
Oh crap! I forgot.
I got her in. I got her in. She's just like, what?
All right, we'll catch you up in a second, but I really want to finish this before I lose it.
Continue.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anyways, the head opens and you see the dwarf come out, and he's just as blood is now seeping onto his beard and mouth as he kind of climbs out of the mech. I'm just calling it a mech. It's more steampunk and theme. Anyways, falls out as the machine just as the head seals back up and lands into the ground. The dwarf just kind of so this is how I go. As he grabs something on his chest, you notice it's some sort of musket. To hell with you! As he fires the musket and falls to the ground. The musket ball hits the center of the cannon and explodes. Like, it goes into the shaft and explodes. Taking out them with him, he laughs, goes, serves you right. Well, hopefully I joined Boomstick and get a drink. As he falls to the ground, dead, and your vision returns to you and you're back in the field.
What the hell was that?
Okay, so we're gonna take a quick pause just to catch Aika up to bring her up to speed. Okay, so for a brief summary, you guys have been contracted by Death to resurrect a god known as Pyrrhus. One of the 5 primordials. 5 primordials being life, death, fire, water, and air. In this, as a reward, if you complete this, you will regain your lives. You did die before meeting Death, and Death has given you an opportunity to live once again if they complete this task. He does not care how you do it, or what means you do it, as long as the method meets the means. And you have a timer of exactly 10 years. You guys awoke on an island with the beach surrounded by a massive cliffside with a staircase going up it. You guys proceed to climb up it. Some shenanigans happen on the stairs. And you guys appeared on a top of the cliffside. Surrounding you on the right side is forest. On the left side is forest. In the center where you guys are is a massive field, which you guys realize was a remains of a battlefield once fought. You yourself investigated at about 30 feet from the main path that was going straight through it, a mechanical structure and a skeletal hand sticking out. You realized it to be some sort of dwarf hand with a necklace of some sort of glowing crystal resembling a quartz, next to a mechanoid structure that looks humanoid in like design with like eyes and anyways. That's a very brief summary to catch you up. Also, you guys have markings on your hand that starts from the base of your palm on the left hand, goes all the way up to about your halfway point of your upper arm. And it glows a light ethereal blue should anything dead be nearby or you gesture towards it.
Oh, lovely. More scars.
And that brings you to now. And
I
You also fell
currently
down
in
on the stairs
possession.
briefly.
I want to be quick. I want to be straight and forward with this. The only person who witnessed this is Pestilence.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just still gonna go say what I said before. What the hell was that with the white flash?
Yes, that's the only thing you guys saw was Pestilence's arm glow white.
I hate to do this to you guys, but I'm suddenly getting a wave of nausea, so I'm gonna have to hop out for a bit.
Hey Draco, now you get to play as Quinn.
I'm no
Alright,
Orpheus.
Just don't kill me.
I make no
Yes.
promises.
Immediate power word kill.
We gain one and then we lose one.
Equivalent.
I
to
can't
pain.
win! Fuck!
You really can't, can you, Draco?
I'll just mention to the
It's
party
just-
I witnessed
sorry.
the battlefield,
Aika.
and then I look at towards the dwarf and look in pity and be like, I wish you were him.
Look towards the door. Okay. Who are you looking towards that and saying?
The medic, because is he a dwarf?
No,
He's a
I'm a
gnome.
gnome.
Oh, he's a gnome.
Yeah.
I don't know the difference between races.
Oh!
Racism.
Well,
A literal racism.
Oh, because they're both
That is-
short?
Yeah.
Are you referring to me as a dwarf? This.
Hey, you don't know I'm speaking about a dwarf. I just said I wish you were him.
You said you told us about it though.
I said battlefield. I witnessed battlefield.
So you only informed them that you saw a battlefield, not anything of other experiences in it.
I'll point at the mechanism and be like, cool mech. I'll point at the skeleton and be like, hella cool dwarf.
But then you said, "I wish you were him."
Yeah, that in chains. So. How are you reacting to this, everyone?
This is. I'm starting to believe you really. I'm going to leave you alone. I think the best you can do is shoot well. And let's keep you sticking to that. That works well.
Orpheus argues that is not a mech, it's a rock. And it's their rock.
Well, whatever it is, I don't think it's functional anytime soon.
Well, may I check out your rock? Is it available? I do want to
Orpheus.
inspect the mech closer.
I'll just like use the communist message and should be like, it's not your rock, it's our rock.
It's not just a boulder, it's a rock.
The communist
Are you
method usually
Are you
works.
going to hand Erevont the rock or not? You doing the Communist Manifesto, or are you actually going to hand the rock?
so there's a rock.
Yeah,
It's not
like a necklace.
It's an ancient mech,
It's
and
not
I'm
a
currently in
boulder,
possession
it's
of.
a rock.
Aika, Orpheus, Quinn thought it was a rock.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because of their special perception, you know, and their intelligence. But
Their intelligence
we'll leave it at
level
that.
minus
Oh my God.
one.
No, don't worry. My intelligence is also a -1. Don't worry.
And yet, you
It's
say-
just that like I have more, I guess, experience.
You
Hmm.
have more of the Communist Manifesto.
He's read the
Yeah.
Communist Manifesto before. He's
Where
memorized
do you
all
think
the
he got
lines.
most of his ability to speak from? It was Soviet before.
Question.
Of course, I was an urchin. What do you think an urchin
Aika,
is?
what question?
So nobody knows really what it does.
No,
Oh, I know
Person
exactly
who
what it
knows
does.
what it did is currently Pestilence.
Ah,
I'll share a short detail of what I saw, just to get them up to
I mean-
speed.
So just like
Just-
Battlefield, mech, cool guy. Wish you were him.
Oh.
It's all that was said. If
I'll
you're
give you a little
Kenku,
bit
that
more
actually makes
detail.
sense.
Okay, a little more detail.
Okay, I'll let you.
Because
share
you guys are
details.
not that smart.
what do you mean not that smart? Don't I have like the highest intelligence with the? Yeah, I do. I have 17.
Actually, I think.
But I'm high wisdom. I know exactly what everything. Oh. but a macaque. It's what it makes sense.
You're conflicted with making sense as your character while explaining more to the party. Well, Erevont did ask for the necklace.
I got distracted real quick.
I'll just give everyone the necklace, and we can share it.
Okay, so Erevont,
The communist way.
the necklace, your arm flashes and you experience the same exact thing.
Holy shit!
The only thing I want to say is because your position's slightly different, the mech actually walked through you at one point, like you were a ghost.
That was an experience. That this was very strange. Are you wishing I was him because he fucking died?
No.
I didn't even think about that implication. I didn't even think about that.
I wasn't even mentioning it like that way. I'm just like, that dwarf is cool. He badass. That's how I was mentioning it. But he can keep it to his own self. But like, I prefer for him to just like, hopefully he dies.
Can we get a trade?
I am the only doctor here. It should be if I die, you die soon after.
How much does this thing cost anyway?
The necklace?
What?
It's a
Give me
necklace.
500. Give me 500 gold, and you can have it.
Look, you overgrown bird. I'm not paying 500 to you for a teensy
So
little
Erevont,
trinket.
what are you gonna do now that you've witnessed that after holding the necklace?
I would like to just inspect it a little more thoroughly now it's like in my hands before I hand it off to anybody else.
Investigation.
Mm-hmm. That's not the plus sign. What the fuck is going on with these dice?
It's a necklace and it's pretty and shiny.
So other than it's shiny, it does exactly what the Birdman said. Robot, a cool guy, or I think he is putting it to me, dead guy. Does anybody else want to go on the acid trip of the necklace?
What a hell of an acid trip, I gotta say.
Would you guys like me to take a look at it?
If
Go
you
ahead.
wish to.
Pass it here. I'll take a look.
Pass it over.
Do I have to re-describe it because Aika was only here for about like half of it?
No, because you described it again for the other one.
Oh.
The war, the mech,
Yeah.
the dwarf
I guess.
coming out of it.
Yeah, I suppose so. So like I said, Sahire does witness the same exact events from where they're standing. And again, Sahire's left arm flashes white. For every person who's witnessing this is just like a moment. Your arm just like flashes white and then settles back to a neutral color of whatever color your skin is. The mark doesn't appear until it glows. I
feel funny.
that. I apologize. That was my bad.
Kind of tick.
Oh, so the mark like goes into like the same skin color, so you don't see it until it starts glowing.
Yeah, you only see it when it starts to glow.
Nope. Feels weird.
Orpheus wants to hold the shiny rock. Can they?
Yes.
This makes me nervous.
Sahire or Orpheus wants to hold the shiny necklace. Can they?
Nah, don't do it.
My Scots have any friends. I have friends. It's would not go turns well with you. I might agree with the situation to keep it out of your hands. We
Can you describe it to
you.
Orpheus so we can continue?
This
Or
fucking melt
I will be
Orpheus's
forced to
brain.
use sleight of hand.
I bet you someone's gonna blow up just by Orpheus touching it.
Hey, I want you to do a perception check.
Yeah, boy. Do 1d20, right?
1d20.
Plus your modifier of perception, which is wisdom.
Let me check. Hold on. I just had it pulled up.
Keep it pulled up, damn it!
I did. It closed. Let me find a page. So don't have paper.
I really like my PC. I only have to worry about splitting both of them. And it doesn't, like, cover the other.
I just have
Fix
two
it in a
monitors.
minute.
It's really nice.
So
Okay,
two broken-
you
buy two
notice
monitors.
Orpheus going to grab the necklace from your hands.
oh, nope, swift boot.
Yeah, can I just use my stealth and sleight of hand to steal it and give it to Orpheus?
Sure. Do a stealth plus sleight of hand, and I can do
Yes.
perception. At disadvantage because you're focused on Orpheus. You don't notice the tiny Kenku.
Oh my gosh.
I would like to argue that it wouldn't be disadvantage because she's holding the necklace. It's kind of hard to have a disadvantage of holding something being lost.
11 for stealth
Doesn't matter.
and
Does my sleight of
20
hand?
for sleight of hand.
Okay. Alright, not at disadvantage. Just roll one perception check, Aika. You don't notice the Kenku, and you just... You
You don't notice the necklace is gone?
don't notice the necklace just got pulled out of your hand. You're like gesturing away, then you look up, you're like... Huh?
And she
As
just
you
looks back,
see
has a
the-
hand,
as
Orpheus the
Pestilence
necklace.
giving it to Orpheus, Orpheus's arm again glows white, and freaks out a little bit. Tosses the necklace up, and it lands on to Gilligan. However, their arm doesn't glow white.
Hasn't Gilligan
What's going on
already
here?
seen it?
No, Gilligan hasn't seen it yet. Dodo's the only one who has not seen it, and their arm isn't glowing white while they're holding it.
Does it have to be in their hand? Or where is it on Gilligan?
It just kind of like slapped him on it. It's like hanging on his face.
Just sort of my lizard part of the face.
Yeah, it's just kind of like hanging on like one of your like sticking out.
Osteoderm.
Yeah, I would say osteoderms sticking on one of your osteoderms on your head.
I'm gonna laugh if it's like Gilligan has a faulty arm, like it's just faulty, it doesn't work.
Does this thing... I just start poking at it on my head. Is this thing on?
Okay. As you slightly poke it, your arm starts glowing green, very faintly every time you poke it.
Green.
Oh, just grab it already.
Alright, I'll just grab it.
As you grab it, you see your arm fully covered in green start glowing, and the light starts coming off your arm and forms in front of you near where the dwarf fell. And you just hear a, alright, stop poking me, you bastard!
What
Get an
the
undead
fuck?
dwarf guide?
As the dwarf is in front of all of you, you all can see him. He's glowing in an ethereal green. everyone's arms, minus Gilligan's, is glowing blue.
I slightly jump in excitement.
A part of me, okay, I'm not gonna lie.
Cool guy.
Brief pause for just a split second. I was heavily debating only Pestilence being able to see it, as the irony of the Kenku being the only one to look back and describe things.
Cool guy.
Sorry, can I help you? Can you help me?
Well, you're the one that brought me back. What do you want?
We're looking to bring back Pyrus.
Hell?
Flame Primordial.
Fire Boy! Ha! I haven't seen him in years. When was that? Say, what year is it?
I just turned the necklace around if he's looking through the necklace, just point at the field.
Is the year common knowledge, or do we not know that?
The year is common knowledge. It is the year 4025.
I will share that.
4025. Or should I share that, or should Wolf? Because
I don't care.
Okay, Wolf can say it.
4,000. I'll tell him the year.
425. Ah! Oh, that's ghost I'm old.
Yeah.
How is this bugger boat still running? How is it? The arm's still lying cooled on. I'm gonna be honest with you. You wanna know what year it was?
Yes.
Sure.
Before 0.
How's
So
that
it's like-
track?
It's like BC. Before current.
Cause the year I died was 15,005. So something must have happened between then and now for a reset. And at least it's been 4,000 years.
I start poking him just to kind of examine him.
Your hand goes through him. What are you doing?
I was wondering how dead you were. Or how alive.
I'm glowing right in front of you, you two-way tree hugger!
How dare you?
How dare
You're
I?
like
How
a
dare
glitter?
you poke in between my nips?
Well, you know what? If you were alive, I'd kill you twice.
Well, that was just rude now, ain't it, tree hugger? You're the one that poked first. I feel that. You're poking in me lung.
You know
I
what?
just... Oh.
I just aggressively shoved my hand in his chest to keep moving it.
Why?
Alright.
How's that feel?
Why?
How's that feel?
Okay, you two, enough. Enough.
Can I
Sorry,
like push?
he caught me, tree hugger.
Can I push Aika away and just ask him what the war was about?
I was thinking of asking that next, but yeah, that'll be filling my point in.
How dare you?
I honestly just want to like kick him like the one gift that like kicks the child, but you know I'll leave that out.
The war? Oh, the war. Oh. To give you an idea, pirates are still around. People knew about him. Wait, how do you know about Pyrus?
Death.
I'll be damned, he's still kicking.
When does death
Is the
stop?
concept of death is surprising that he's alive?
You have to understand the time. You're in the new years. For all I knew, he kicked the bucket. It's not like I'm buddy-buddy with the mate. Met him once. He gave me a good beer with boomstick as we waited for the others to join us. Speaking
I gotta say,
how did you have me necklace there?
I just point at the hand that's partially coming from the ground.
Huh. Well, I guess I owe that rogue 20 bucks for saying you pray for my cold dead hands. Huh. Irony there.
So, at this point, I just want to inquire. So, we're on a mission here to bring back Pyrus. Is there anything on this island you think could help us? Because there's a creepy building over there. I don't know if that applies.
Huh, you mean the guild hall and the... Oh, my house is gone. Oh, oh man.
Expected to be here? It's been, what, 4,000 years?
I hope my meat was still around!
It could be underground.
It's not like I could drink it anyways.
That's what I was saying. I was very curious as to how this would work.
Well, it'd go right through you.
Anywho. If anything, if anyone's going to know what the hell you're talking about, it might be that damn mage that died somewhere in the forest from what he told me. At least that's what Groggar told me. He said in quote, Pointy had, no, I'm just kidding. He said that Pointy Hat died, I'm switching to death. The Pointy Hat died, in a column of fire or something. At least when he eventually sat down with us. Pointy Hat wouldn't tell us a thing, as he put it. Well, it's been so long. What was... It was... Giles. Giles was his name. Never told me his last. Said he didn't need one.
Well,
But
I don't know if you'll have descendants in the area, or are we just going to find a corpse? I heard a strange bird that lit my arm up for some reason.
What was it? A bird?
Yeah. Chirped at me, my arm glowed blue. Supposed to be dead thing.
your arm glows oh, well, your arms are glowing. Why is your glowing green? Is it because you keep poking me?
Your idea is about as good as mine.
I'll be damned. Anyways, I wonder if that bucket of bolts is still alive. Yeah, it's a different accent all around. It's hard to maintain, okay? I work at a call center. I was doing calls all fucking day. My throat's shot.
You need some honey.
I need some honey, that's for sure. Anyways, I'm still not sure if that bucket of bolts is still alive, but if he were, he'd be in the guild hall. I wouldn't give to drink with those sons of bitches again.
Well, I could take you with me if you want, so you can see how things have changed if you want. Or would you...
Maybe you're
As you're
still
saying
around.
this, the dwarf starts flickering a little bit as your glowing arm starts flickering as well.
Well, I don't think you have much time.
I would tend to agree with you on that one.
Could you tell us what we're looking for?
If you're trying to find out what happened, if that guildmaster is still alive in there, that bucket of bolts. If you want answers, tell him old Sootbeard sent you.
I can do that.
Aye. check on that bucket of bolts for me, would you? As he fades away.
At this point, I just sort of loosely dangle it from my hand before wrapping it around my wrist a little bit. Unless Wolf wants to hold it.
I'll hold it.
And he just slowly reaches it, grabs out
He grabs
my
it
hand,
fast. No, flashbacks. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
grabs it and just wraps it around his like arm, wing, or whatever.
Isn't it a necklace?
Mm-hmm.
I'll wear it. I'll just put it around my neck because it's a necklace.
Right.
The floor is yours, guys. Though I will say, as a heads up, it is 9:20 now, so we got about at most an hour, hour and a half.
I'd say we wrap up here where it's nice and neat before we go on and have to draw things out more. If that's alright with everybody else.
Might be decent ideas, just so we have a semi-solid point.
Well, you guys want to decide which thing you're going to investigate first?
I would
I
say
think we
we
should-
investigate the guild hall first, because that's where we'll find our answers, though.
I think I should honor Sootbeard's request.
All right. Well, there you go. Okay, so that was session 1, and as I said before, session 1 is titled Rise of the Spiritwalkers. So congratulations, guys. You talked to death.
Very cool.